just was in shock.
I am actually pretty scared because these neighborhoods seem to be pretty safe.
Developing tonight at 11 o'clock, terrifying moments for a family in Renton after men held them at gunpoint in front of their young children.
They watched as robbers ransacked their home in the middle of the night. This is where it all unfolded on Sunday in a cul-de-sac along Southeast 184th Place. Tonight, those men still haven't been arrested. KOMO's Tammy Mutasa live tonight in Renton. Tammy, you talked to that family. How are they holding up tonight?
Yeah, Preston, I did. And as you can imagine, they're still very shaken up. And the worst part is this happened right in front of their little children. And those suspects just didn't even care. Now, tonight, they did not feel comfortable talking to us on camera, but they do want those guys off the streets.
I just was in shock.
This neighbor's surveillance video shows the moment police arrived after a family endured 20 minutes of terror, being robbed at gunpoint in front of their little kids.
It's totally like surreal, like a nightmare to me.
Renton police say on Sunday around 1:30 a.m., the family had arrived from their in-laws' house and pulled into their garage. As they took out their 3-year-old and 6-year-old kids from the car, police say 3 men with guns drawn ambushed the family and forced them into their home.
I am actually pretty scared because these neighborhoods seem to be pretty safe.
Detectives say the robbers demanded the family to stay in the living room with their heads down while they ransacked the house. The family told me the suspects stole money, jewelry, designer bags, and even the kids' piggy banks. News of the home invasion shook the quiet cul-de-sac.
This community felt very safe, but as someone told me, it takes one bad person to come in and all of a sudden it's not safe anymore.
Investigators say the robbers took off on foot, and it's likely they had a getaway car nearby. While violent crime continues to climb in King County, the neighborhood is staying vigilant.
We've been here for quite a few years, and we know the people in this area, and the fact that knowing that people, have gun coming into the house next door is.
Yeah, surreal to say the least, you guys. Right where we're standing is where that car was stopped by Seattle police. Behind me is the Starbucks Reserve at the corner of Pike and Minor. And police say that it all happened earlier this afternoon after a 25-year-old called for a Lyft driver to pick him up at the intersection of 4th and Pike. At that point, when the driver was helping him put the passengers' bags into the car, a man ran into the driver's seat and tried to take off with the Lyft driver's car. The Lyft driver, in response, hopped into the car and actually had his legs dangling out the passenger side door, trying to stop that person stealing his car. We spoke with the passenger who was left at 4th and Pike when all this went down and said it felt like it was straight out of a movie.
It's crazy. I've never experienced anything like this. I don't think it's necessarily representative of our city, but it's crazy.
And he was coming back from a ski trip, actually, from Salt Lake City when this all happened. Now, here's more video from where the car ended up. Luckily, no one was hurt in this whole situation, but the person who tried to take the car did end up getting arrested. Now, back out here live, we tried speaking with the Lyft driver after this whole ordeal finished up, and when police started to leave, he was saying that he didn't feel comfortable talking with us after this because he was pretty shaken up, understandably, from this whole ordeal. But
that's right, Mary. The crime is becoming a constant problem at this specific intersection. In fact, people that were passing by that we spoke with, some even live near there or work there, they also tell us it's gotten so bad they're not even surprised.
Not even a week later, another deadly shooting at this stretch of 3rd Avenue between Pine and Pike, a block that has seen a jump in violent crime. While the investigation is still in its early stages, SPD says the victim is a male in either their late teens or early 20s and was shot in the abdomen. No word yet on what led to the shooting, and investigators are still looking for a suspect. SPD says the department is working to put a stop to the surge in violence here.
We've already increased our patrols and our officer presence in this area. And of course, the uptick in violent crime and gun violence is a major concern for the department. Chief Diaz will actually be addressing our plan for targeting violent crime hotspots later this week.
We spoke to people who live and work in the area. They tell us with this being the second deadly shooting here in less than a week, they're starting to worry even more about their own safety.
Definitely. I mean, it kind of makes me worry just knowing that this has occurred, just several blocks away from where I live for my safety and the safety of, the colleagues of the people I work with.
Hi, everyone. I'm Preston Phillips from KOMO News. Thanks for checking out the KOMO YouTube channel. You can see more of our videos right here by clicking on the video links for more news from the Seattle area and Western Washington. Oh, and don't forget to click the subscribe button below so you don't miss our YouTube updates.